morning and welcome to Morning Wakayans for Top CHRICED Radio and Television, where your matter now we own. My name is Princess Aniana. And for inside the program today, inside this 9 o'clock hour, we will take you to Inside Naija. That program. We will go first of all bring to you what's in there for the front pages of the newspapers before we can carry sabi person enter inside the studio. We go help us pieces all the big to reach them with the inside the news and all over the papers. Already before President of the country, good luck Jonathan, they inside the news and in the talk when it comes to election matters and they put mouth for some politics here and it's them. And we'll also take you to Katsina State where some things them don't they go down there on top of this insecurity wahala. But all these ones will come later inside the show. So just relax, make we carry this work up from now, go reach permanent side. Now we'll take a very sharp break. When we come back, straight into the front pages of the newspapers. Starting the papers this morning, we get the Punch newspaper. And inside the Punch newspaper this morning, plenty matters there. As on top the threat of strike, ASU and VCs them don't begin the para, they cry on top the 525,000 naira salary where professors them they collect every month. And they don't stop there. The big dons them for higher institutions, they insist they make them do changes for their salary. As lecturers they collect 386,000 naira. Education Labour Minister then go meet today to know the way forward on top all these yarns them. Still inside the front of the Punch, on 2027 election, party members say they can challenge Tinubu. Now waiting APC, the yarn be that. Still, the traditional ruler with them put for prison, Oshun say they go collect U.S. courts judgment on top the matter. And Jonathan don't say they need to do a confirm qualify INEC chairman and they can't para for all the one will be say people deport from one party to another one. Ogbonge government don't collect 393 billion naira as tax from Dangote and 9 others them. And still inside the paper, APC now don't come out now. They just they mock ADC on top the Igiaga where they happen for the new coalition on top chairmanship positions. And Lagos man nine then kill for inside fight, and right now they don't hold the suspect inside that fighting. To take sabi all this and plenty more, enter inside the Punch newspaper of today, and the stories them go there they wait for you. Following closely this morning at the Vanguard newspaper, and inside the Vanguard on 2027 presidency, zoning don't begin now. They cause different kind of igiaga as PDP now, the strong leg, the strong hand to see how they go carry Jonathan come join for inside their party. That's already no stop there. He carries some small children follow body, but you go need to enter inside the Vanguard, make you foresee those ones by yourself. Jonathan don't come out now. They para against all the one we say that they jump from one party to the other, and don't they say they should find a way to do changes inside our election laws then. Ogbonge government with ASU then go meet later today as Oga Alausa will be Minister for Education. Don't they push to take measures so they settle the problem between the education sector and the Ogbonge government. Ozodima don't increase minimum wage to 104,000 naira, and workers for Imo State just the happy belly they sweet them for this good one. Still, 762 Naija people now they don't key inside the hand of kidnappers in 1 year. Now one report now drop that one, but you gonna need to enter there to see how the matter take they go down. Voter apathy, the one where people know they agree to come vote, say now they bring bad leaders. Now within the joint body of Christians can they yarn with that for the front page of the Vanguard this morning. Still 2027, our presidential ticket remain open. Even though most of them they say na Tinubu na they support. And Oga President Bola Ahmed Tinubu say I still they wait for the full report on top that Abuja to Kaduna train will divert come off from railway. And for the little sport story for inside the front page of the Vanguard, on 2026 World Cup qualifiers, Super Eagles go prove doubters wrong. Now waiting Chile, the yarn be that. All of this, plenty more inside the Vanguard newspaper of today. The Guardian can't come out big to say, on top corrections and then changes inside our punishments, them come and see how they want to do funding, they want to do help of lawyer. They keep 53,460 prisoners who still they wait for trial inside prison. To get the full gist, enter inside the Guardian newspaper. You go see all the full to read there. Igbo leaders are asking for binding memorandum of understanding agreement for 2027, as even ABGA now don't they support Tinubu for the presidential elections. Falana, Ezekwesili, Sule, all of them, they tell lawyers them say they need to begin to, teach them more, do more on socio-economic rights and also the electoral law. Tinubu, they justify the bitter pills, that now the bitterness of all the changes and the suffering when Nigerians them they go through sake of all of his changes, but you can't twirl for the country people, we still get patience with them. And Alausa, they do move now to settle the Igiaga between ASU and Ogbonge government, as the joint body now go do meeting with the union later today. Ganduje now don't they face fresh torchlightment on top accusation of say he sell public property. All this and plenty more now you go see for inside the Guardian newspaper of today. Next, for inside the paper list, now the Daily Trust newspaper. And inside the Daily Trust this morning, Ogbonge government don't they do different moves to make sure say ASU no go ahead to go on the strike. Kidnappers of the Katsina couple, they asked for 600 million naira as ransom before they go let this husband and wife and their baby to get their freedom. Police officer, now they don't arrest as they shoot soldier dead for inside Bauchi. See why ransom business they boom inside Nigeria. Just enter for inside the Daily Trust. You go see the report. Make it for grab your own inside there. Jonathan, that now before Presido, don't they find a way where we say they go do new process for how to choose chairman for INEC. A mother, 3 children don't die inside building with false scatter. Man, on top accusation, the accusation said the man beat his wife to death. On top say she go late to farm. And finally, for the front page of the Daily Trust this morning, Equatorial Guinea Presido Pikin don't collect judgment of guilty for say he sell their country national plane. All this one, plenty more inside the Daily Trust newspaper. The Nation can come out this morning to say 2027. See why Jonathan no go follow drag. And before Presido no go allow the oneness, the solidarity inside the South to scatter. But enter for inside the Nation, not just talk by the front page, read within the talk there. Judiciary, they on trial. Now within FHC Chief Judge, the yarn be that. Emerging economy. They model our goals. Now within the Presido, they give assurance to Naija people on be that. Ogbonge government, ASU, they go sit down to take do yarnings later today. And the thing now they bring hope, say a better agreement go come out between them. I don't come out from to drag 2027 election in the interest of the party. Now Bala, they yarn this one. Which Bala? Enter the Nation, you go see them there. And Ondo don't ban graduation for primary schools, JSS3 students them, and 104,000 naira minimum wage increase don't make the belly of Imo State workers today very sweet. Kano government don't raise panel, with them torchlight Ganduje. All of this, plenty more inside the Nation newspaper of this morning. Moving on to the next paper, we get the Nigerian Tribune. Nigerian Tribune say in 2027, even though they said na Tinubu na they go support, but APC say the ticket still they open. Ondo government don't ban all this loud graduation ceremony for primary, nursery, and the JSS students them. FG go clear all the pension within the old retired people with the 758 billion naira bond. CBN said that they go tough on POS operators and they don't order geotagging of terminals where go tackle fraud, and they don't put eye now to they do more surveillance work on top waiting POS people they do. China don't boost the flood relief where Nigeria won't do for people that will be victims with $1 million. Nigeria lose 455 billion naira every year sake of poor sanitation. 56% of Nigerians, they live below the poverty line. TUC Presido, and this one. And then they get a very small story on top health for the front page of the Nigerian Tribune. Just try, make you get a copy, make you see them for yourself. As we don't be ready to close mouth on top the front page of newspapers today, we could give you a little bit of sports. As Punch Sports Extra don't come out now, say Lifeline. Say Premier League giants City don't begin the think whether make them move Lookman to their club after the issue we get with Atalanta. Inter director say rivals they right by not to sell Nigerian players. Amusan don't withdraw from Diamond League final. Wolves don the eye Aroko Dare for Milan circuit. Boniface no fit handle pressure. Chukwueze close to 25 million euros Fulham move. All this, plenty more. Now you go see for inside the front page of the Punch Sports Extra newspaper this morning. And this now where we'll close our mouth on top putting it for the front pages of paper for today. But not just take my word for them. Do yourself a very good one, but to make sure so you get at least one of these papers. Read them, know what's in the inside, make you for day informed, and make your own for take no loss. But you're going to need to stay with us. We'll go on a very sharp break. When we come back, now straight into the big tourism where they inside the news today. My name is Princess. No go anywhere.
Hello, my country people of Naija. It don't take small where I say you. Maybe now one of the reasons why rumors in the spread say Kebobo don't leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I know they retire. I just change gears small and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don't listen to me and that voice they sweet you, the analysis they tutorial. Now you go to watch me live on top CHRICED Radio and television, where we go to break that news analysis well for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story where they happen. Inside program what we call Inside Naija. You go join our well because we go break down for you, you go reason with us, and you go understand the grammar well. What you need to do now to follow us on top www.cricedradiotv.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms. My name is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. On top CHRICED Radio and television, your matter now we own.
Now your boy original baby J be this, and na CHRICED Radio and TV where we dey follow yarn the matter. As the matter they do you go follow me yarn, myself go follow you talk, go find solution for the matter. And if you want to watch us for this CHRICED Radio and TV, you go follow us for our website will be www.cricedradio.tv, and you fit still follow me yarn the matter for all our social media platforms. Make you remember say for CHRICED Radio and TV, your matter now we own.
Welcome back to Inside Naija on top CHRICED Radio and Television, where your matter now we own. My name is still the Princess, and we'll go jump into the big tourism right now. But before then, make we introduce to you the Obonge person with inside the studio with us. We go to follow us to waka this waka together. Kolawole Omoni, good morning.
Good morning, Princess.
This your getter, we are getter today. So I hope all is well.
I say make I go home small today.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yesterday we talk about home, you know, go home. It's okay. Anyway, welcome, sir. You look really good.
Thank you very much.
All right, so moving to the matter we did today, Oga President Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't return back to Nigeria from the Japan and Brazil plus the stopover we do for Los Angeles. So, I will give us just a very brief review of this waka we waka And what did the thing mean to us for Nigeria? Any good thing?
Yeah, the waka no be bad thing. Say you come out, you carry the flag of say, okay, you need one or two things for your people. You go talk to people over there. Majorly, they will convince Nigerians, say, okay, we need more of investors in Nigeria. We need to talk about our reputation. The main thing where really they make people they talk now, where when they call backlash, we say, then talk say Oga President been talk say corruption is gone in Nigeria.
Oh yes.
You understand? And it's part of say, okay, you dey at least build reputation, make sure say, okay, people think say all is well in the country. At least you know go obodo oyibo make you dey talk say now corruption is spread like virus in my country. You understand? You want to paint the picture then good
but saying
to
corruption
them.
is gone.
You
Come
understand?
on now, sir.
And trust me, if Oga President still go obodo oyibo go talk say corruption still dey for my country, then so can you imagine why they paint us bad? Why do this? Why they make it be like say, okay, now we was past. This, that. So you understand? When all is not well, when people not to believe in waiting government been they do, we they get this kind of back and forth. If we now say, okay, corruption is gone, in reality here, is that the real thing that we are facing? No, the answer is no. Corruption still there everywhere. In fact, it is spread more and bigger than waiting we've been they expect. As we speak right now, attracting investors, say, okay, make them come the country. It has always been the priority of many of our leaders where they talk, say, then go obodo oyibo, including even governors. But if you check, most of these people who then talk, say they want to attract, what is even attracting you to their country in the first place? Do we really put some of those things in place to make sure, say, okay, now them on their own, go they hustle, say, okay, we want to come and deal with you guys. So we not get some of those things, and now where the challenge been there be that we appreciate a situation whereby you do more of those local productions here. You give them reason for them to say, okay, we won't come your country, not by saying, okay, every single time, oh, my country is good. It's not by mouth. Let your actions speak loud to them for them to be able to come back to Nigeria. So mainly, economic-wise, attracting investors to come to the country is not a bad idea if they can come and add up to at least the strength of the working class people we will get for the country. And you know what it means if they get industry and their accomplice in the country. But beyond doing that, we need to work within to make sure say all is well, because at a point we see many of them we don't even date the country, they run away. True. So waiting be the reason why people we don't already secure, the reason why they run. Policies sometimes, policies of assault, you talk this one today, you know me now, shortly after you say no, you know do them again, another one you won't do. So if you check some of these things, anybody will want to invest in your country, they will need to come and check some of this feasibility, they call feasibility studies. Oh, how their economy be? Are they stable? Their policies, is it stable? Oh, today you introduce band, hey, tomorrow you say, oh, another thing. Some of those things. And if you check again, you say most of the imported products, where then they bring come the country, where we too, they produce them for the country. The one where they bring, they cheaper. They kill our business here. Probably because in some of these things, for instance, now let us go to textile industry, then get waivers on some of their products over there, especially on production of clothes here and there. When they are coming here, sometimes again, they may even get waiver in the course of payment of tax to even enter the country. Corruption that we're even talking about is still part of it. The worth of what they are bringing, maybe around 10 million naira they're supposed to pay as tax, you understand, or custom duty or whatever. They may choose to pay 3 million naira, 2 million naira, because they know how to cut corners, and there's one official over there that will assist them in cutting corners and get something in his pocket. So when they now do plus and minus calculation or how much they have spent so far, they can now say a yard is 2,000 naira. But the production cost of a yard of that same material in Nigeria, 2,500 naira. selling it now will now be a problem. So if you are not consistent in your policies, you may not attract investors the way you want. And if they even come, the condition where they take come may even come and kill the one you are making sure that they exist in the country. So these are some of the things that you really need to check. And they always talk and say, you need to build your home for others to come and benefit from it. And in the course of that, you enrich, you add value to your economy. They make transaction in your currency, it add value to it. Unlike, okay, everything is being dollarized, and you know what it means, especially in a situation whereby you are not even devaluing your home currency to favor foreigners. So those are just the issues at hand. On top of corruption, we got President talk. We all know everywhere you go, you see corruption. And they always talk and say, if you're talking about corruption, it's not only by the top four high-profile guys over there. At a point, it can't reach a level where we even see and say we don't already normalize corruption in the country. People where they insult Oga President on top of say, oh, into say corruption is gone now. Many of them, they can just reason in the last 1 week, what are the kind of activities I embark on? You understand? Yeah. If they check, they may need to now know, oh, this thing a corrupt act. This one now this one that. When it favors them, they say, oh, now connection, not corruption. When it is against them, then it's a corruption, it's a corrupt act.
Well, okay, this Wakana way President Waka, when do we expect to begin to see the gains, the impact, to begin to feel them? Because the for Brazil, they signed a lot of memorandum of understandings. They even when they hail the fact of say they don't get flights now, where would they fly from here to there? Especially that particular flight on was so loud. So when we're supposed to build
what are the kind of economic benefits we derive in going to Brazil? You understand? Say, okay, you want to get direct flight to the place. You understand? To me, it's more realistic than what we are battling in the country. If we're talking about a memorandum of understanding where they may design, no be today. At a point, they were even calling a particular governor MOU governor, I think in Edo State. You understand? Politicians, MOU governor, MOU governor. It's not by signing. It's not by documenting some of these things. It's by you telling us to say, okay, oh, that trip, you people remember that trip where I've been go 2 years ago. This is the fruitfulness or outcome of that particular trip. We know they get updates. We will hear when they sign some of these MOUs. We know they get updates. Sometimes, they even materialize. Sometimes it may not even materialize when him still there for government. Maybe it go be later, but we hardly get updates on some of these things. And if they are not updating us, here is another practical way of getting the update. When we see, say, our economy don't dey boom. When we see, say, people can easily afford to buy items where they need for market. When we see, say, the number of employment where we get, unemployment guys where we get right now, it they reduce. Those are the kind of indicators that will make us to say, oh, the life don't be better right now. But if you check some of those indices, it's not friendly. It's getting worse day by day. So that the outcome should be, okay, the challenges where we've been the battle economic-wise before, it increase. How many Nigerians can even afford to enter flight from Abuja to Lagos when you are now talking about a direct flight to Brazil? How many people will benefit from that? You understand? They've been able to do their journey before right now, whether directly or indirectly. So that one, you can't compare it to, okay, the number of people that will benefit compared to over 200 million Nigerians that are shouting day after the other that they can't even afford to transport themselves from home to their office.
Anyway, welcome back, Mr. President. We appreciate your welcome. We hope so we'll begin to see the impact of the waka wey you waka so. Now, moving inside the news, before President Oga Goodluck Jonathan don't come out now, say make them do changes for inside our election law. In his suggestion, he say make them do independent panel. We go get representatives of judiciary, civil society, academia, trade unions, professional joint bodies. We go they handle the screening and nomination of who go be INEC chairman. What do you think about this talk?
Yeah, the screening and nomination of who go be INEC chairman.
Independent joint body that has representatives of different sectors.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea considering the fact that plenty people they talk about how our INEC no dey independent in reality, but on paper they are independent. And if you check the process of appointing INEC chairman, for instance, 2027 is around the corner. We get candidates who they don't prep for 2027. Oga Presido is among them. Now him go still appoint who go be in charge. There is no way you can convince me that it will not factor how I want to take win election to who go be the next INEC chairman. Whether now even appoint him, whether he inherit the chairman, the influence is still on him. He has that influence. You understand? On some of these people. Now, part of people with them, they talk, say, make Oga Presido no they appoint now EFCC chairman, INEC chairman. You understand? If you do that, it means say you get some kind of influence over them. And in a country where we don't have strong institutions, where go fit talk, say, okay, truly you appointed me, but this is waiting law where establish my organization being they talk, and I want to follow whatever is written there. We don't have that strong system. Person where you appoint, they see like say, oh, okay, you favor me, thank you very much. You understand? That indebtedness, they always did this. Oh, now you appoint me now. Yes, sir, yes, sir. There are some certain call you are not supposed to receive. There are some certain commitment you are not supposed to indulge yourself in it. For instance, if Oga Presido call INEC chairman right now, I need you in Nassau Rock in the next 1 hour. 50 minutes before an hour, he might be there.
But
is it supposed to be like that?
But okay, he need them for waiting. Because I now say if even another maybe top politicians also call INEC chairman like that, say, I need you in my office right now. What's the guarantee say you no go? Does it mean it doesn't have like a relationship with every other one outside of imposition of INEC chairman?
Yeah, he may have relationship.
Well,
when that relationship they cause conflict of interest, issues go there. For instance, now
President call him like for waiting, is it for election matters, or maybe just call and say he won't see him, or they just want to have a discussion.
We are Nigerians. We don't need to follow the depth more than waiting will be the talk right now. On top of that one, but the influence I'm telling you is that it's not even by appointment. It's not by saying, okay, oh, it's a must for this set of people to be the one to appoint. It's a matter of even after the appointment, would the president still have influence on the person or not? You can appoint. If the person no do your will, would the person remain there? The power of saying, okay, fire and hire. If you insist, okay, now that person go there in charge. Do we have that system in place? And don't forget again, I always talk and say, people, they always put eyes on INEC chairman. How many can you do when ordinary core members have given 1 million naira to compromise? INEC chairman will be waiting for overall results in Abuja, right?
So
but at that,
having an independent body to appoint or to choose and nominate our INEC.
Is in reality, let the commission be truly independent.
How?
And we need to fix our system to make sure, say, INEC on its own, na strong institution. Remember, Trump do everything possible to win that election. You understand? But they had strong institution. The Electoral Commission said, no, you don't win this election. We will not give you. Now, waiting we need be that. It's not INEC that almost at every single level they are compromised. As we speak right now, politicians are planning how much are we going to give each presiding officer at each polling unit. How that one take concern with INEC chairman. And INEC chairman will be waiting for overall result in Abuja. But somebody is there over there to compromise at polling unit. If they escape it at polling unit, maybe at collation center at the local government level, you now see the corruption we are talking about. We know say I get the final say, he get the final answer. We also need to start from at a point. But it's better they do general or holistic approach on how they want to solve this problem than say, okay, INEC chairman appointment will be the main thing. We know say it's supposed to be part of it. Okay, we need INEC chairman not to be influenced or overpowered by a president. We need it.
But that's not just...
It's not just INEC chairman. For instance, this Adamawa case, was it INEC chairman?
No.
So at each process, at each stage of our electoral process, we get corrupt practices everywhere. And we need somebody that can fix it. If you now say, okay, now the overall guy, now go fix them, and they want independent people to appoint them, it's still a proposal anyway. You understand? Even though it has always been part of, okay, constitutional review, is there any way they can do it to make sure, say, president, no, they appoint INEC chairman here and there? Whether do you appoint or not. So many people wait there for the government, ministry, agencies, and parastatals to speak right now. Nobody got president appoint them now. He met them there. Does he have influence on them or not? The answer is yes, he has. You understand? That is why I'm an advocate of how can we fix our system to make sure, say, if they write this thing for a book, regardless of whom you are, I just have to follow that book. Say, now waiting they write. So we need that kind of situation to make sure, say, we get things right. If not, they will appoint. After the appointment by an independent person, that person will be invited. And what happens thereafter?
Okay, still inside the matter, when Oga, before Presido Jonathan Deyan, he still can't talk, say, even this issue of people jumping from one party to another, say, no, make sense. He now suggested, say, make them establish what he call independent office of the Registrar of Political Parties. And that person now go get the authority to declare the seat of anybody who live in party to another party vacant. Do you agree?
It's still the systemic problem we're talking about
that is
causing this problem.
Office.
For instance, the provision of the law don't already talk.
So
waiting go happen
you vacate.
For any politician will come out from his own political party, jump to another party.
That's the party where you win election.
Where you win election. There's existing law that says, okay, if it happen in that way, you have to forfeit your position.
So who is supposed to make sure say that law work? Who get the power to implement that law?
They need to go to court. They need to prove. And INEC supposed to be the one to say, okay, based on this, so Mr. Lagbaja don't jump from one party to another. You understand? But the law again now give a clause that politicians always hide under that umbrella. Say, except in a situation whereby there is a crisis in that political party. Now tell me, is there any political party in Nigeria that is
crisis free?
That is crisis free? All of them are prone to crisis. The ADC now is just a matter of time. You will see crisis here and there. You see court cases here and there. So with that one, it's easier for them to say, okay, oh, no be say on my own, now I won't jump. Oh. Now just because of crisis, where they. In fact, if the crisis no day, they go create that crisis to justify their reason. So here, that's the main problem here. It's not by saying they should not be jumping. No, they don't forget again. Constitution still recognize right to association. Then get right to say, okay, I not do with this association again. I want to join another one. So if you want to fix it in that way, so many other things will need to be reviewed. You need to review Constitution. Waiting law they talk about their jumping here and there. Okay, if you don't want to make it happen in that way, can political party to try to avoid crisis? If you check most, like 90 to 95% of their crises, now because they no respect internal democracy. That is what is causing most of their crises.
But really, most of us where they leave their party to another, is it really because of the crisis or because of their selfish?
They leverage on whatever the law says. You understand? Now their selfish interests, we understand. For instance now, many of politicians rode on Peter Obi's reputation to win election in 2023. How many of them remain in Labour Party right now? How many of them? They jump. But what was their reason? They say about is it Abure? Yeah. This Abure and the other, to see the crisis here and there. And they can easily go to their respective office, National Assembly, State Assembly, to say, oh, I no one come out now because of these people. So now where the issues they be that? But for you to say they no get right to move, they should be able to get right to move because Constitution don't already provide the right for them to move from one place to another. Okay. It's just that when they are moving, even morally, justification, do they have any reason for you to rise through a particular platform? You now carry their mandate to another party. But if you want to ask me, the reason again why I say I know the pity politicians be say, now both sides now they see this kind of thing. You see APC doing it to PDP. You see PDP doing it to Labour Party. Labour Party doing it to ABGA. So almost all of them, they are into the business and they understand the game.
Right. So from there, we could take you to some insecurity matters. Take us go Katsina. Inside the news for the last 2-3 days now, it don't dey blow. Say he get one husband and wife with their small baby where kidnappers kidnap. Now the Tory be say, according to one of the family person of the husband, say the family they use the man phone, take call the wife uncle, and they are asking for 600 million naira before they go release the person. And the family said they don't get that money. I just want you hold this story put for ground because we they come for report where kidnapping now day. But the governor of Katsina State, Governor Radda, you get been take waka, Governor Diko Radda been take waka, enter for Malumfashi, the place where they for attack Muslim people where they pray inside mosque. Now, waiting stand out for me inside the yarn, I say, as they go that place, they say the road no good. The convoy even find that hard. You get to feel move to that place. So when you go there, Shy, don't make promises to them. They will rebuild the mosque, then go give them school, then go repair the road. They give 500,000 naira to each member of the people then where they affected, and a lot of stories on the matter. What do you get to talk about this, especially on that infrastructure matter?
Yeah, on our infrastructure, you know, it's still part of what we always talk about, the priority. The result of saying, okay, we prioritize recurrent expenditure at the detriment of capital expenditure. That is the result we are seeing almost everywhere. Because, for instance, now we don't talk and before say, as we speak right now, 2025 budget they are implementing at the federal level now, they are implementing just the recurrent expenditure aspect of 2025. They are still implementing 2024 capital expenditure. So what it means that they will carry all the capital inside 2025, enter 2026, and not 100% implementation. So if you check it, the same way it's happening at the state level too. The reason why you will not see any worker carrying placard, they never pay me, that because they prioritize recurrent expenditure. It no stop politicians from traveling go Obodo to go sign all the MOUs. You understand? Without result. It no stop many of those directors, big ogas at the ministry, the MDAs of each state from traveling. They want to go and attend training. They want to go and attend seminars. All those recurrent expenditure, then they prioritize them. But the infrastructure, it they affected because of this kind of a situation. And if they even manage to say, okay, we want to release token for that particular project, the process of engagement, they want to fulfill the righteousness, then to say, make we do announcement. Now, who know who? Now go still win that project. The who know we go win the project, go need to still pay some certain kickback. Maybe they give you 100 million naira project. You may need to pay 10 or 20% of it to whoever give you to you. And maybe now that 100 million now is supposed to do the project. You too, in the course of doing that, you need to say, okay, we have to reduce the quality of this. So the standard itself, if you check most of our roads now, standard not there. So if you manage to do it now, yes, 2, 3, 4 years, it don't scatter again. So what we are just saying about when it has to do with infrastructure, the money not too day there. If you check each state, what they are committing to capital projects is nothing to rhyme on about. Compared to so that is what we have seen. And whenever they have this kind of occasional issues like this, we have remembered you guys. Or maybe when they are doing their electioneering, okay, we do this, we do that. So that has always been the issue. And most of this money they are even using for capital is some of those ones that they get from developmental partners, you understand? Not even the one that is coming from the government purse.
So he also still mentioned saying go talk with the chairman of the Malumfashi area plus traditional rulers, say make them gather young people and train them for community defense.
Yes, the development is just trying to at least support what the Oga Sojo been talk the other time. Say okay, yes, may everybody go learn, but we always talk and say okay, if you go learn that one and they carry gun, you won't use combat to face a gun. You understand? So if they don't allow Nigerians to carry their own weapons, and you want them to go and be facing these people that they don't even know that they are coming, It's not that easy. For instance, you won't enter my house, and they see you live as they come in. You know they even see me because you are still struggling to open my door. I get this thing, I release them. Even if you no catch you, go disturb you. It will be obstructing you. Even if for delay tactics until when police will join, come down and come and rescue me. It's something. But you say no. You won't allow Nigerians to carry gun. They know waiting and go use and do and stuff like that. And you are now saying they should go and be, for instance, if na combat you won't learn, don't be when the person don already break your door. When he enter, now you won't use combat to finish like 40 people. Sometimes in hundreds. They are moving in hundreds. So how can you do that they will not be overpowered? So if you are now talking about self-defense with something that can aid the defense, not to go and face people that have guns, and when you are now say, okay, and just mere training will be able to solve that. No, it won't work in that way.
But you also
they know better. And if they feel like, okay, it will work, then let them also withdraw all their the security. Let them use combat to also face these people. Let them announce on national TV that, oh, I'll be following so road by so time, and nobody is at my back, to know whether they can walk freely. So if it is not working for them, if they are not embarking on training to go and face bandits with guns, even soldiers, they are bringing them down with their guns, with their training of how many years training. You now tell somebody that has not even experienced one week training to go and be facing these people. No, it's not realistic. So it's not.
Okay, so what they're supposed to do now? Because he said that they work to send a battalion of soldiers to that local government, but say may they also gather the youths them, teach them on community, protecting the community, defending the community, because the security is in all of our hands.
It's so unfortunate to be discussing this, and it's so unfortunate that almost every single sector you are talking about, government will be telling Nigerians how to do things by themselves. When they have this civic responsibility to make sure, say, they protect Nigerians, you understand?
Yes.
In health sector, now you go pay for bills by yourself. In fact, you even have your money, you can't access on certain this thing. You remember, lately, one of our colleagues, you know how far he traveled before he got what he needed. Yes. You understand? So in electricity, you say, oh, many people now, they are now navigating to solar energy, including even the Aso Rock. You understand? When you are now talking about road, in community now, you see people doing roads by themselves, committing themselves. They are buying transformer by themselves. Now security again. You know, allow us to even buy. Some people can even afford to buy the gun. You don't allow them. If they try it, you will prosecute them. You are now saying they should go and be learning this, learning that. It's your responsibility to secure their lives and properties. So don't shy away from that responsibility. And if you're talking about mobilization of soldiers, I don't talk them repeatedly. They can't be there forever. Can we identify the root cause of the reason why they are killing people anyhow and solve it? And to achieve that too, you will need to improve your budget, not to go and be buying guns almost every time. Waiting be the root cause of some of this insecurity. Poverty, they there. Lack of job, they there. You understand? You must be able to address it. Education, they there. How much budget are you giving to that sector? You must be able to solve some of these things. It's not a day thing. Maybe next 10 years, maybe next 15 years, it will be reducing. But in a situation whereby you hear, oh, it don't happen for that place, I mean, carry gun, go. You will buy gun tire, and the ideology will remain that you still need to be fixing it almost every time.
Okay, so the fact now we can't end the matter by to say, I beg, say, nobody know everything finished. Say anybody will know say then get idea, genuine idea. Groups, politicians, some of them can share. Then they're very ready to listen and work with people on good ideas where they go take fight this insecurity.
Idea no be problem of Nigerians. We get and full everywhere. More than what we are discussing here. Politicians know most of these ideas.
But the government...
They write many of them for paper. Then they call them blueprints. Check every sector, then get blueprints. Implementation of those ideas, where is the confab ideas, recommendations that they say, oh, this is what will fix Nigeria? Where's the confab idea? The idea would then tell us, okay, oh, we get plenty people where plenty full everywhere. Ministry where no even they relevant. They need to match them together. And Rosa, yes, a report. Where is the idea? Where is the implementation? A number of ideas like that. the political will to do some of these things now be the problem. When they check the content, if I implement this line, if it affect me in 2027, if I want contest, so politicians, they wound us more than what we expect in this country. Idea is not a problem. What is the essence of something you are recommending almost every day? On your radio, watch your TV daily. You see endless ideas that even Nigerians are providing there. But are they willing to implement it? Are they willing to say, okay, the political will, regardless, even if this thing will cost me my next political ambition, I don't care. I want to fix this country. They no get them. That is where the problem is. And it is unfortunate that whenever we're having this discussion, it could be like, say, why must you always be against politicians? Because they have the power if they want to do the right thing. Nigeria is so simple to rule. Nigerians, the moment you can do the right thing, they are willing to follow you. So it is unfortunate.
The unfortunate. Anyway, still on top CHRICED Radio and Television. Inside Naija now with this. So my guest na Kolawole Omoniyi. And we don't talk plenty talk. As we don't be ready to round up the show. A little bit more of insecurity. SB Morgan will be one intelligence and geopolitical research company. Don't come out now say about 762 Nigeria people. Now they don't kill away in the hand of kidnappers. Inside 4,722 kidnappings from June last year to June this year, and say the demand for ransom totally for waiting the interview they do now 48 billion, but so far now 2.6 billion. Now in them feel confirm say they don't pay. Now the someone then get this report, then try to talk to the presidency, even talk to the Office of National Security Advisor, even Oga of Police. But when they talk to presidency, they say make them go talk with NSA or IGP since na security matter, and say all waiting then do to talk with the NSA, the police headquarters, National Counter-Terrorism Center. It no work because they no respond to calls, they no respond to messages. But this one now, in relation to the last story of a couple where they kidnap. And they are asking for 600 million naira for their hand. And the family said they don't even get them. And on this one now, they can't mention the states them where this kidnapping them, they happen past. The report can't talk, say, if you check them now, say, inside this one, Zamfara, Kaduna, and Katsina now get the highest number of incidents and victims. Say, Katsina now get the number of kidnap incidents with 131. Where they kidnap, but if you check number, na Zamfara na get pass. Say inside the first 5 states, na Katsina they carry one with 131 kidnapping case. Kaduna comes second with 123 kidnapping cases. Zamfara third with 113 kidnapping cases. Niger 40, then Delta na carry the 5th with some other incidents them like that. And out of this 48 billion where they ask for, now Delta get the highest where they ask for when they kidnap some sisters and their auntie, and you're asking for about 30 million naira. What do you get to talk about this?
Yeah, it is unfortunate, but it's lucrative. We don't get more of these kidnappers in prison. So they are escaping, they continue with their habits because, in fact, it's even easier for them to get more recruits because the business is lucrative. Highest we've been able to do is we catch a few number of them in the act, which I always refer to as messengers. We don't really catch the real guys. And the moment we cannot be able to achieve that, they will get more people to their camp. They can easily recruit. So many factors that can easily make them to recruit. We don't talk about them before now. Education, lack of job, poverty, and stuff like that. So they will get more people to their camp. And if you now check a situation whereby if they feel like, oh, you are a poor person, then kidnap you, maybe by accident, or then get wrong information, your family cannot afford what they are demanding. The business is still so lucrative that they can still threaten to kill and sell your body parts. These things are going on. There was a time they kidnapped one person like 2 or 3 years ago. They tell us, say, the business is so lucrative and well established that they have medical doctors.
In the camps?
In their camps. In the southwest. Where if they kidnap you, if you are having malaria, then get drugs to take care of you until they pay your ransom. If you're having any critical condition, then get medical doctor that will inject you, that will take care of you, examine you, recommend the drug they will need to take care of you, and they sort it. They get nurses. So if you have that kind of situation, you know that it's a business on its own, and it's adding up to the crime rate in the country, because I always talk and say, by now, if people are blaming government, it's too late. Don't just allow it to start. The moment you allow it to start, it will spread. It was just more of like, oh, Niger Delta agitation, then we need to get what we need and stuff. Government was not able to control it, and it spread. Even when the agitation is over now, when Yar'Adua came on board to grant amnesty to the Niger Delta guys, it spread all over the country. To an extent, even family members are kidnapping each other, self-kidnapping, to get money from parents or uncle or relatives and what have you. So it's a lucrative business. And it's unfortunate that even governments, where they always preach, they may not pay ransom. There is even a crime for you to pay ransom here and there. Some of them, when it affects their people, then they pay indirectly. And it's just to make any sense. It is unfortunate, and we are hoping that government can really work to get rid of it, because you need more of intelligence to do this. If you check our security police, then tell us, okay, then they do the right thing. But getting these guys, they easy like that, because even the police guys, then will get people where they work for them inside. Soldier, then will get people where they work for them inside. Don't forget the story of Undume, the kidnapper. Wadume rather. They always Wadume the kidnapper. Don't forget the story of how they still want to hate the process of letting me to escape. And so it's just too lucrative, and we need.
Even when he returned back to his community, they celebrated him.
They celebrated him.
They be like Robin Hood.
Yes,
they do, but they work for the.
They celebrated him. That is the moral decadence we're talking about. If they don't already pronounce, okay, this person truly na criminal na MB, he enter prison, he come back, then they celebrate him. In fact, in an ideal situation, people that are doing the celebration, they should supposed to pack all of them there. You understand? But that's just what it is in the country. And not only them are being celebrated, even politicians that are packing monies, they are celebrating them. They will tell you, why are you celebrating? The person good to them.
Yes.
Is it good to the society? What kind of message is they passing across? What kind of thing you want people to learn from him? Oh, it means, okay, if I also kidnap people today and get more money tomorrow, if they release me, I will be celebrated.
But with these reports now, any hope in sight? The kidnapping will soon be something of the past. And our justice system, is it actually contributing to the situation we will get right now?
Did somebody been recommend? I didn't really pay attention to that story last. I think I saw one headline. We've been they talk, say, okay, the same way we've been they get timetable for all these political legal battles in the court of law. Oh, we need to have just 90 days, 30 days, that they should do that to this kidnapping incident too, and many of these top criminals. How many, what's the period they will be able to check them to be able to do their trial and prosecute them, you understand? Yeah. But it's not like that. Sometimes they will say, okay, they are still on investigation. Sometimes you may be on it for 10 years. And in the course of doing that, you see some of their guys, they will still come and do prison break and rescue them. And even kill some people in the process. So judiciary know the to help the matter. And I will also not blame them. If you ask them now, they have plenty challenges here and there. They have more cases to take care of. They don't have more rooms, courtrooms, that they can be able to be sitting and they don't have more judges. So these are common, and if you still check some of their operations, analog, they're not digitalized. Some people, they say, oh, your file, they are still looking for it, is missing. Some, they have not even registered file for them. Many of inmates like that. So the challenge is just too huge in the country. Even if you want to do the right thing, so many factors are drawing you back.
But these reports now, even though they say they try to talk to the government people,
they may even deny the report anyway.
Because now I want to say, do you really think maybe the report is actually just 762 people killed in 1 year, over 4,000 kidnapping incidents in 1 year, June to June, and huge billions collected as ransom?
Princess, do you need any report to justify this?
But
is there any day
is kidnapping really still that
is
bad?
there any day you will pick?
Then they fight. No, we are winning the war. We are achieving some successes. But this is huge.
Do you know that most of these kidnapping cases are underreported nationwide?
So it's possible to say more than this.
Sometimes it may be possible.
Then what
every day, are you opening any newspaper daily that you not see kidnapping cases?
No, but
some of them, even when it happens, some families will just keep
quiet.
Quiet. They will be, if you press people, even approach them, they say, no, I'm not, I'm traumatized now, I'm not ready for such. You understand? That is why I'm saying some are even underreported. So it's not, to me, it's not a report that they should deny to say it no happen. For instance, we've been hearing cases of payment of ransom here and there. And if they now say over 2 billion naira have been paid in 1 year, people are paying. Because whether we like it or not, nobody wants his or family members to be in their trap. And they don't just do any out job, except maybe people that they are picking at random, maybe inside commercial vehicles and what have you. They have their target. They know your what before they embark on the business. Before they kidnap you and they ask you to be taxing people. How many number of times that people are even creating WhatsApp page? Group to reach out to friends and family to say, okay, you guys, you come and do contribution. I don't contribute before, like 3 years back, when they kidnapped a colleague of mine to rescue, and the person paid, and they brought him back in Kaduna State here. So what are we talking about?
So for the couple now, they asked for 600 million for Katsina.
No, it used to be their starting point anyway. Sometimes.
So person won't price that kind one. How you want price that?
I won't take no now, princess. Am I a kidnapper?
That's price that.
It depends on the people where they in the business anyway. Sometimes
100,000 they get it. Can they price on?
No. Then you should just forget the person there, or they should go and rescue the person. No, someone cannot go 600 million and you are saying, okay, you have 100,000. You can't even say you have 1 million naira. Maybe you should be talking about 50 or 100. You understand? I'm not a kidnapper mathematician anyway, but
start from. And they said the one in Delta, they asked for 30 billion naira.
Don't forget, there was a woman, I think a nurse or doctor in Kaduna State too,
yes,
that they kidnapped her
with her husband. They let the husband go and find money.
She was there for close to a year.
Yes.
You understand? And we heard the story that, she was rescued. But we're not even sure whether it was normal rescue operation or payment. Because when you say you rescue, so what happened?
Nobody was arrested.
Nobody was arrested. Nobody was killed in the process. You just say you rescue. How? Are they that cheap? They don't know. Somebody that is asking for 600 million naira will not equip themselves to be able to say, okay, we want to counter whatever rescue operation that is coming. You say you rescue, and we've seen a situation whereby they will announce like that, oh, now we rescue. The family will come out later to say, no, this is also amount we paid. You guys only came to where they took us to, and they put us, and to come and use your vehicle to convey us to the city from the bush. So if you check some of those things, you go know, say, the commitment where we really need from our security guys, today there. For instance, if you kidnap, there are so many provisions that you can use to track these people. But when you want to do the tracking, they will tell you, say, now only one machine, I day Abuja, the day of the kill. They are still tracking this, they are still tracking that. Sometimes when you say you lost your item, we can't track your phone right now. We are tracking some kidnapping cases. Do you know how many of them that are happening nationwide? So what is stopping us from deploying more technology to get these guys? We don't have. They will use phone. They will be doing phone conversation. They will be using phone number of their victims to make call, and we can't be able to track them. Before you say, okay, go and do. Sometimes they are even telling family members of the victims to go and track and bring reports to them for them to act. Now tell me, you go for tracking from maybe private agency or private organization. When you track, it takes maybe 1 or 2 days for them to track, oh, this is the location. Do you think those people will be sleeping there? They move almost every minute, every day from one spot to another. Before you now say you want to act based on that particular intelligence, they've already left that particular location.
In conclusion today, sir.
In conclusion, we need more proactive measures, intelligence to curb and kidnapping in the country. And any one of them where they catch, may they know they delay. because others need to learn that seriousness. And because the result of some of these things are these extrajudicial killings wey you see here and there. Don't forget the killings of Kano people in Edo State. That particular location where it happened, they said almost every day they experience kidnapping. So when people feel like, oh, I no get help from government, nobody feel any sign or say this person won't kidnap him, or then talk saying a kidnapper, even if the person an innocent person, they with that aggressiveness, that anger in them can make them to do whatever. And it no make sense for our society.
Thank you so much, Kolawole Omoni, for a wonderful time out today. Let's do this again tomorrow.
Thank you for having me.
And for you, our wonderful viewers, we just want to say thank you for the wonderful time we don't spend here together. I beg, we pray in Nigeria, no happen to us. But we're going to wait for the reaction of the presidency and another security joint bodies to this report. And definitely, we said we'll carry and come give you on top CHRICED Radio and TV. And that's now where we'll go draw the curtain on top of the show today. But don't forget to join us tomorrow, same time, same station, for another beautiful edition. But for now, follow us on top all of our social media handles at CHRICED Radio TV. And you feel listen to us on top our radio for our website will be www.chricedradiotv.com. My name na Princess Anyana. Enjoy the rest of your day.